Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome!
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. Once again, I am your host Luke, and I'm not wearing a wrestling t-shirt today. It is a No Problema t-shirt from a great website known as QWERTY. You can get t-shirts on there from as little as £6. I'm not getting paid to say that, but it is a really good website, and they've got some really good designs, and they pay their artists really well as well. Lots of original designs, so get yourself over there and get some t-shirts. Anyway, you are watching Cheap Shot Entertainment, and this is everything that happened in NXT UK number 45. It was aired on the 29th of the 5th 2019, and we're still in Scotland at the Braehead Arena for this one, so Gallus country as it were. Once again, if you like the video, do all the YouTubey stuff, subscribe, like and share us with your friends and stuff like that. Ring the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Lots of different content coming your way this month, the month of June. Yeah, should be. It was again a really good show going into next week. Obviously, we've got the Fatal 4-Way for the number one contendership. We've got this week. We've got a women's championship match as well. So all good. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And let's get into the show. So before the show starts, we get a recap of Walter versus Pete Dunne 2. Of course, the ending to that was very controversial, with Fabian Eichner and Martel Bartel coming out distracting Pete Dunne for Walter to get the win. Of course, we get introduced to the Dastardly Trio at the beginning of this show. So Imperium do make their way to the ring. That is their name now, and Walter will reveal that later on as well. Bartel talks about a better NXT UK, and they will fight for the honour and professionalism of the sport. I'm a wrestling fan. I know it's not a sport when it's entertainment. It is a sport in the Olympics, but not here. It's purely for entertainment. Obviously there is a lot of professionalism in it, and there's a lot of athleticism in it, but I think they use the word sport there to get people talking, I think. Leading and holding power in the only way that they can. Eichner is next on the mic, and he says that they're going to lead NXT UK in the right direction, and the responsibility is in their hands. Walter finally gets on the microphone. Again, very well spoken. He introduces the team as Imperium, which is a very WWE name. But they are interrupted then by Pete Dunne, of course. He is not very happy about the way things happened last week, and he is backed up by none other than Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, forming British Strong Style. We did get a mini reunion of them when Pete Dunne was going against Joe Coffey, but we didn't get it completely. So we now get another reunion of British Strong Style, and hopefully now Pete Dunne is not the champion, we may get to see a bit more of this trio. Like I say, he is backed up by Moustache Mountain. The fight ensues. Moustache Mountain do not back down, and neither do Imperium. The fight ensues, and I love this spot. This spot is fantastic. I've never seen it done before this way. I've seen cameramen go down. I've seen, Undertaker jumped over the top rope and hit a cameraman at WrestleMania 25. We still laugh about that now. It's like, because Shawn Michaels pulled him in the way. Apparently he wasn't a cameraman, it was an actual wrestler, and it was supposed to be like that, but it's still hilarious. But the cameraman goes down, but they don't cut to a different camera. They keep it on that camera, and we get like a mixed signal. It goes fuzzy. The signal goes completely, and we get the test screen. Then it comes back on, and it's like a proper sort of cinematic horror movie type trope where the camera falls on the floor and then it goes fuzzy, and I love it. I love that spot. It was really good. It brought home the intensity of this rivalry to me, and it was really, really good. Do more of this stuff, WWE. Really, really good. So we finally gets cut to the adverts, and we get the signal back, but really, really good start to the show. In 2 weeks' time, we get Imperium and British Strong Style going face to face in a 6-man tag match. And that has been announced by Johnny Saint and Squid Scala. For, like I say, 2 weeks' time. That is the way they're going to sort this out. Don't think it's going to sort it out. Just an inkling. Yeah, so Mark Coffey and Wolfgang are up next in a tag team match, a throwaway tag team match against Carlos, Romo and A-Kid. But yeah, Gallus completely dominant in this match. I don't even think Carlos, Romo and A-Kid got any offense in this match, but the match ends with a power slam, a kick to the back of the head, and a power slam from Wolfgang to pick up the victory. Obviously a moral victory in his home country of Scotland, and of course making up for the loss the couple of weeks ago in the tournament to decide who was going into the fatal four-way match for the number one contendership of the UK Championship. Like I say, they completely dominated that match. I don't think the other team even got anything in there. We next move on to an interview with Zaya Brookside. She talks about Rhea Ripley and Ginny, and who she introduced the other week as well, and says that basically Ginny can't fight her own battles, so she has to get someone bigger in to do that. And so after Zaya Brookside has finished talking, she is interrupted by Isla Dawn, who says that basically, I think she said that they tore the house down the previous week, in previous weeks, and they did, and that was for the number one contendership, I believe, when Isla Dawn went for the championship. And she says, think of the damage we could cause together. So I think we're probably going to get a tag team match later down the line. Zaya Brookside, Isla Dawn versus Ginny and Jazzy Gabbert. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. We get another talking segment then from Joseph Connors talking about Ilya Dragunov. Of course, Ilya Dragunov is a shiny new toy, as Joseph Connors does refer to newer superstars on NXT, and he talks about going against Dragunov in the next couple of weeks. We then get a look at next week's Fatal 4-Way match and how all four contestants got into the match. It is Joe Coffey versus Jordan Devlin versus Dave Mastiff versus Travis Banks for the number one contendership of the NXT UK Championship, or WWE UK Championship. We next get a European Wrestling exhibition match, so to speak. It is Cassius Ohno, and he is going against gentleman Jack Gallagher, coming over from 205 Live to prove that he can take Cassius Ohno to school on the European style. Great match, really technical, very, very British in its style, European as well, but there's a bit of a dodgy finish. There's rolling elbow from Cassius Ohno, takes out Jack Gallagher. Jack Gallagher has been busted up earlier on in the match. Did break down after very gentlemanly conduct. It broke down quite viciously with Cassius Ohno. Cassius, incidentally, is looking good since he's gone to NXT UK. Looks like he's lost a bit of weight and is really looking quite sharp. Anyway, after the rolling elbow from Cassius Ohno, he goes for the pin. Jack Gallagher's leg is under the bottom rope. The referee does not see it and calls the victory for Cassius Ohno. No doubt that is not the end of this rivalry. We next get a talking segment again, very talking heavy this week from Piper Niven, and she talks about Rhea Ripley and this rivalry that's been building up over several weeks with her and Rhea Ripley, and says she's coming for Rhea Ripley and she's not going to back down. On to the main event now for the NXT UK Women's Championship. It is Nina Samuels who has called out Toni Storm recently on leaving her family, her single mother and her only younger sister, to chase her dream in sports entertainment. I'm sure they're reaping the rewards of that back in Australia right about now, and very proud of Toni Storm they will be as well. But basically that has kick-started Toni Storm Samuels, who's basically come out of nowhere. She's had a couple of matches, couple of wins, convincing wins. She didn't really do much in the Mae Young Classic, so to speak, but Toni Storm won it, and obviously she then went for the championship and won that from Rhea Ripley. Great match, really good match. The main event matches on NXT are usually really good anyway. Really looking forward to next week's, incidentally, which will be the Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, like I say, really good match. Nina Samuels gives as good as she gets here, but the match does finish with a Storm Zero to keep the strap around Toni Storm's waist here. But yeah, Nina Samuels did put up a massive fight in this match and proving why she was put into that main event picture with Toni Storm. If anyone had any doubts, including me. Like I say, I didn't really see much of Nina Samuels, but she's certainly proved herself to me, and hopefully to a lot of other NXT UK fans as well. So that is all good. A great main event to finish off this show. And so that is everything that happened in NXT UK number 45 this week. Like I say, very promo heavy show, but it is building up the feat with the women's division in NXT UK, which can only be a good thing, really. We've not seen much of the tag division recently. We do get to see the WWE UK Championship on the show quite a lot, which is good, but now they're concentrating on the women's division, which is also very good. But I think they need to strike a balance between all three. NXT in the UK, in the US rather, has the right balance here. It showcases all of the titles individually and all together and balances it all out. NXT UK is getting there, but they just need to bring that tag team championships back to prominence as well, after obviously the grizzled young veterans defended it the couple of weeks ago on NXT UK, which was good. But yeah, they need that balance. Perhaps need one title on each show and individually. I don't know how it works. Let the bookers do that kind of stuff. But I know what I like in my wrestling, and I like to see my champions at least on the show cutting a promo, even if they're not fighting for the championship. But yeah, another great show. Again, picking up the pace to next week and potentially the NXT UK WWE UK Championship being defended further on down the line, perhaps in another NXT UK takeover. I don't know what's happening with that. Obviously the Fatal 4-Way, the number one contender's not been sorted out yet, so there won't be an NXT Takeover 25, because that is this weekend. It's on the 1st of June. So yeah, that's that, isn't it? Anyway, if you like the video, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Don't forget to join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We are going to be doing a competition on there to win some free goodies, some free wrestling goodies, which I will announce probably at the beginning of June, so the 1st of June, which when I'm recording this, that would be tomorrow, but obviously you won't see the video just yet. Yeah, so really good show this week on NXT UK. We've got plenty of things coming up. We're going to Stoke, going to Hanley for Preston City Wrestling. That'll be the first time I have seen Preston City Wrestling, but an old, new wrestling personality that we know quite well in Nightshade is the women's champion, so hopefully she will be defending that championship. We've seen her on Hope Future, of course, here in the East Midlands. We are also going to Fightmare. Grant Holt will be wrestling. It is the famous Knight family. We get Ricky Knight Jr. versus his dad, father versus son, mentor versus student in a match as well. We also get to see Mick Foley, probably Paige will be there, Billy Gunn and Hardcore Holly. So I know Zuzzy Z is very happy about seeing Hardcore Holly, even though probably in the nosebleeds, and you probably won't be able to see him that well. But yeah, it's going to be cool. Going to Norwich for that. So that'll be my first foray into World Association of Wrestling, of course, the most famous wrestling association in the UK, has been around for a good long time now. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. So join us for all the reviews of that and more content on this channel. Once again, you've been Cheap Shot Nation. Thank you very much for watching, and this is my sign off. So take care of yourselves and goodbye.